Mediocre Murad wakes up every day based on vibes. He makes all his daily decisions based on emotions. Oh, today I feel motivated. Let me do that hard task. Today I don't feel motivated. Let me skip the gym. Meanwhile, exceptional Imran plans out every hour of the day. He knows what time he'll wake up, what time he'll do the deep work, what time he'll hit the gym, what time he'll eat, and what he'll eat. Assalamu alaikum, my people. My name's Pablo, and I help young Muslim men break out of the rut and become productive. You see, over the last 11 months, Alhamdulillah, I've been able to consistently upload every day on various social media platforms. And as a result, I've picked up many productivity tactics along the way. If you want to transform your life and become an exceptional Imran, check out my coaching program, link in the description below. You see, many people are just aimlessly wandering in life. They don't have any sort of schedule for their day. They're not like, alright, tomorrow I'll wake up at 7 a.m. Then I'll do this until 8 a.m. Then from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'll do this. Most people are like, alright, I need to get into work for 9 and my shift ends at 5 and that's it. And then they wonder, where has the time gone? Why don't I have any free time to myself? You see, I wasn't always that organized guy where I'd wake up and plan my whole day. I'd literally live every day based on vibes. Like there was some sort of basic structure. I needed to wake up early to get into school or university. But apart from that, I wouldn't plan around it. I'd literally act based on emotions. So for example, whenever I had an assignment to do, I'd only do it when I felt like it. I never planned my day. It wouldn't be a case where I was like, alright, for this hour, I'll do this task. For that hour, I'll do that task. And so throughout my education, I'd always do the assignments at the last minute. I'd always complete it just before the deadline. And the reason for this is that I never planned my day. I never had a sense of control over my time. I would always do things based on emotions and vibes. Whatever I felt like doing, I'll do it. It would be the case where the deadline is fast approaching. I'll be like, you know what? Let me start working on it. Rather than thinking weeks in advance where I'll be like, alright, let me work on it for an hour so I can get ahead. One vivid example was my dissertation. So many people began it extremely early, like September, October, November, 6, 7, 8 months before it was due. Because I wasn't planning my day, I lived every moment on vibes, just doing the thing that brought me the most happiness and comfort at the time. And so it wasn't until March that I officially began my dissertation, and I remember the exact date, March the 19th, 2023. And do you know when it was due? The 10th of May, 2023. And of course, the last 2 months of university are always hectic. You've got assignments piling up, your dissertation, and everything else. Every day I had to just wake up and work on my dissertation because time was of the essence. I had just wasted the last 6 months living based on vibes. And even when I began my own quote-unquote self-improvement journey, it was the same. So after I finished university, I was like to myself, you know what? Time to dial in my fitness and money. So I was like, you know what? I need to hit the gym and start a business because those are the vehicles to achieving those goals. However, I would never plan my day. It wouldn't be the case where I was like, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'll work on my business. Then 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'll hit the gym. And so I'll just do things based on how I felt. Today I feel motivated. Let me hit that workout and eat clean. Today I don't feel motivated. Let me just waste time by scrolling on my phone. And so do you really think I made any progress towards my fitness goals or my monetary goals if I was just waking up and doing things based on how I feel rather than planning my days? And so it was not until October 2023 when everything changed and I began to plan my days. So of course, when you live off vibes, you're bound to hit a wall. And so from around the start to mid-August to October, I was in a rut. Every day I was waking up and doing the bad habits, eating junk food, being inconsistent in working out, not working on my business. I was all over the place. I thought to myself, you know what? I can't keep living like this. Something needs to change. I can't keep living like a mediocre Murad, waking up late, eating junk food, and making no progress towards his financial goals. So I was like, you know what? I need to dedicate myself to a big task, a big goal that I can work on every day. And that objective would be to get to 100k followers on TikTok by posting videos every day on history, politics, race, religion, the type of topics I found interesting. So initially for the first 2 to 3 days, I wrote scripts in the afternoon or the evening. Those first 3 days was a struggle. However, I thought it was normal at the time. You know how it is when you try to do work later on in the day. You can't focus and you're easily distracted. And one day I was like, you know what? Let me stay up after Fajr and write scripts. Because the thing is, I had to get into work for 8:30 and my shift didn't end until 9 or 10 p.m. So I was like, you know what? Let me sacrifice a little bit of sleep to write these scripts. And so what happened? When I worked on writing the scripts, I felt a mental sharpness I've never felt before. It was like my eyes had been opened to the world of productivity. It was like I took the red pill. You can actually do work and it won't feel like an uphill battle. It was like, wow, you can actually do work at certain times of the day and you won't feel brain fog. And so from that moment onwards, I'd say around 95% of the days, I'd stay up after Fajr and do work. And so over time, I began to plan my mornings. Alright, I'll wake up at this time, write scripts, then edit the video, then hit a workout. And of course, over time, I began to optimize my days to the extent that every hour of the day is scheduled. And as a result, I was able to upload every day for 10 months until I made a conscious decision to stop. So essentially, you need to reverse engineer your goals. So whatever big goal you have, you need to break it down until you find the daily action that needs to be done. The task that will move the needle, that will get you from A to B. And so when you found that, you need to schedule that every day, preferably in the morning. So for example, you have a YouTube channel and an affiliate link to your coaching program. So you need to schedule a time every day to write the scripts, record the videos, and then edit the videos. Because it'll be in this way where you know exactly what time you'll do the specific actions, rather than living a life based on how you feel. You see, the thing is, a lot of people will look down upon you if you plan every hour of the day. They'll be like, what are you doing, bro? You need to live a little. Stop being extreme. However, if you fail to plan, then plan to fail. The thing is, it's imperative that you plan your days in order to succeed, in order to achieve your goals. No one gets to the top without planning their days or weeks. You see, this is the key to achieving your goals, whether that's financial, health, or purpose. You see, if you don't plan your days, you won't know what tasks are needed to be done to move the needle. So for example, you want to get into good shape. You need to track your food, hit the gym, eat a certain diet. How do you expect to get in good shape if you don't know what time you'll hit the gym, what you eat, how you're going to track your food? If you live on a day-to-day basis, how do you expect to make progress and achieve your goals? Or for example, you want to start a business. How do you expect to get customers when you don't know what time you'll make that video or that advert? Or when you'll make that website or do that important task for your business? Think about it. Who's going to make more progress towards their business? Mediocre Murad, who doesn't know what time he'll do that important task, or exceptional Imran, who wrote it in his Google Calendar that from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. he'll script that video for his online course. If you plan your days, it would be impossible not to reach your goals. Because think about it, if you're scheduling every day, you know exactly what time you're going to do those important tasks. And it will be a matter of when and not if. Because you are repeatedly doing the actions that move the needle. Because you're repeatedly doing the actions that get you from A to B. Because if you're living a life purely based on whims, you may not have time to do that action. You could be like, you know what, let me do it later. But then when later comes, you may have something to do or you may not feel like it. And so scheduling your day blocks out all of this. You'll be like, all right, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. I need to do this task. Then 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I need to do another task. Then 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I need to do this other task. The choice is yours, my bro. Do you want to reach your goals? Then it's imperative that you plan your days. But if you don't and you fail to plan, then plan to fail. Remember, productivity is the path to your dream life.